Hey there, and welcome to Zones of Regulation, Week 4, The Zones in Me. First, let's share out. Think about our last lesson about looking at zones in others. What 3 ways can we identify someone else's zone? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. What 3 ways can we identify someone else's zone? Add the hints right here. We look, listen, and ask how they are feeling. If you got those, give yourself a pat on the back. Good work. Today's objective, I can identify zones and emotions in myself. In order to look and identify emotions in ourselves, we got to look at everything that we've learned so far. Our zones, we have the blue, green, yellow, and red zone. What do all of them mean? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. What do all the zones mean? The blue zone means that your body is running slow. So that it might look like you're tired, it might look like you're bored. The green zone means your body is good to go. That means you're focused. That means that you're feeling happy or content. The yellow zone is when you're starting to lose a little control. So you might feel worried or you might feel a little wiggly. And lastly, the red zone, that's when you start to lose or be out of control. So you might be really, really angry or really, really upset. And those are our zones. Keep this in mind. We also learned about expected and unexpected behavior. What is expected behavior and what is unexpected behavior? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. What is expected behavior and unexpected behavior? Expected behavior is doing what you're supposed to be doing. And unexpected behavior is doing what you're not supposed to be doing. And lastly, good thoughts and uncomfortable thoughts. What are good thoughts and what are uncomfortable thoughts? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. What are good thoughts and uncomfortable thoughts? Good thoughts are when you have comfortable feelings about something or someone. And uncomfortable thoughts when you have uneasy feelings about someone or it makes you want to avoid something or someone. Good. Keep all of these in mind as we figure out how to identify zones in ourselves. How do we look at zones in ourselves? First, you focus your attention on how your body feels. 2, think about the situation. And 3, name the feeling. How do we look at zones in ourselves? 1, focus your attention on how your body feels. Our bodies have different feelings, and it's important for us to take a look at them. Your body could be feeling hot, cold, achy, stiff. It could be relaxed, comfortable, tingy. It could also feel sick, tired, wiggly. Paying attention to how our body feels is one way we can figure out what zone we are in. Another way that we can look at zones in ourselves is to think about the situation. We think about who, what, how. We think, who is a part of this situation? We ask, what is happening? And lastly, how do I feel about what's happening? This is another way we can figure out what zone we're in. Last, we name the feeling. I feel, and then we can think about what zone we're in. So once you've done 1 and 2, then you can actually name how you feel. And once you know that, because we've been learning about zones, you'll think and remember what zone you're in. such as, I feel happy. I know that's the green zone. Or, I feel wiggly. That's the yellow zone. And then you figure out how to help yourself get back to your green zone. Now let's practice. Let's look at different scenarios. Pretend that the scenario is happening to you. Think about 3 ways to figure out your zone. It's your job to determine which zone is expected for each scenario. And again, think about our 3 ways. Again, think about how your body feels. Think about the situation. And then name the feeling. Here we go. Scenario 1, you are playing football on the playground with your friends. What zone is expected? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. You're playing football on the playground with your friends. What zone is expected? Well, we have a couple of zones that could be expected, right? Let's think about those 3 clues again. Think about this. We think about how our body's feeling, we think about the situation, and then we name that feeling. So we could think about how our body feels. If we're running, our body is probably feeling maybe happy, right? Like you might really enjoy playing football, or you might really enjoy running. And through that, I can figure out what zone I'm in. I could be in the green zone doing that. There is another zone that is expected as well. What do you think it is? You're right, the yellow zone. I could be feeling really, really excited. And how can I tell that from my body? Man, I might be breathing really, really heavy. I might be starting to do silly, silly things. So you guys are right. Those are all great zones that could be expected during this scenario. Let's move on. Scenario 2, you just woke up in the morning. What zone is expected? Again, think about the 3 ways. Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. What zone is expected? What zone is expected? You just woke up in the morning. Well, could be the blue zone because you could still be tired. It could be the green zone because what? You might be happy that you're able to get up. Or it might be the yellow zone because you might feel a little, I don't know, worried about the day, or you may feel a little exhausted or frustrated that you had to get up so early. Or it could also be the red zone. You might be mad that you have to get up because maybe you didn't feel like getting up. All of those zones are expected for this situation. Scenario 3, you can't find your homework you worked hard on. What zone is expected? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. You can't find your homework you worked hard on. What zone is expected? This one, there's a couple of different zones that could be expected. Could be the blue zone. You might feel sad because you worked really hard and you forgot where the work is. Or yellow could be expected as well. You might be frustrated that you left the work somewhere. Or even red, you might be mad because you worked really hard and you left it at home. All 3 of those zones could be expected if this situation happened to you. Scenario 4, you are asked to stop or put away something that you enjoy doing. What zone is expected? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. You are asked to stop or put away something you enjoy doing. What zone is expected? Well, again, there are several different zones that could be expected. You could feel sad. So you might be in the blue zone because you have to stop doing what you enjoy doing. Or you may feel the yellow zone. You might be frustrated that you had to stop. Or you might feel worried that you had to stop because maybe you were playing a video game and you almost made it to the highest level. Or maybe you're feeling the red zone because you might be really mad, extremely mad because you are about to win the game and your mom or dad asked you to stop playing it. All of those zones are expected for this particular situation. In scenario 5, you didn't do well on a test. What zone is expected? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. You didn't do well on a test. What zone is expected? Well, you might be sad. So that might be in the what zone? You're right, the blue zone. You might feel frustrated. And what zone is that? You're right, that's the yellow zone. Or you might be really upset, extremely upset. What zone is that? You're right, the red zone. So you could be in the blue, the yellow, or red. And all of these zones are expected for this particular situation. Bonus scenario, you are playing a video game with a friend and you lose the match. You throw your controller. What zone is expected? Was this behavior expected or unexpected? And what do you think your friend is thinking? Pause the video, comment, and post your thoughts. You are playing a video game with a friend and you lose the match. You throw your controller. What zone is expected? Well, if you're losing the match, you could feel sad, which is the blue zone. You could feel extremely mad, which is the red, or you might be frustrated, which is the yellow zone. Was the behavior of throwing the controller expected or unexpected? That's unexpected. It's okay for you to feel the blue zone, the yellow zone, or the red zone to be extremely mad. That's totally fine. But throwing a controller, that's unexpected and unacceptable behavior. What do you think the friend is thinking? Well, I think my friend might be scared, or they might think that I might try to throw the controller at them or hurt them. It's fine for us to be in any four of the zones: blue, green, yellow, red. It's all about what we do when we're in that zone. And again, we want to make sure that we're doing the expected behavior and not the unexpected behavior when we're having these different feelings. Because it is okay to feel, but it's not okay to hurt others or to hurt other things because we're feeling different ways. Let's wrap it up. All of the zones are okay. There are times when you should be in different zones. At school, we try to stay in the green zone. When in the green zone, you perform better when you are focused. This week, take the time to notice how you feel in different situations. Questions. Write your answers down for us to talk about later, or make a video of you answering these questions and send them to me. How can we identify what zone we're in? You should have 3 answers. Are there times when it's expected to be in a zone other than the green? And why do you think that? Last, describe a time when you were in a zone other than green. Was your emotion expected or unexpected? And how could you tell? I hope that you have a great time, like really looking in and identifying how you feel and what zone you're in, because it's going to be really, really helpful for when we get back into school. I hope that you have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.